Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 7th episode of Kono Bijutsubu Niwa Mondai God. And last episode, we actually got a new character, a transfer student, and of course she's a cute girl as you would usually expect a transfer student to be. And she actually got along with Uchimaki pretty well, you know? And I'm not sure, Usami was the biggest fan of that, especially since her and her don't really connect very well, you know? So there's a little bit of tension, awkwardness there, but I'm sure we'll all be close friends sooner or later. I think we made good progress towards that in the previous episode, so let's see what goes on with this episode. So, 3, 2, 1, play. The staff office. Competition. We appreciate that. He is such a nice teacher. Oh, we support each other. What? Yeah, it didn't sound quite right to me. But she has the right spirit, that's what matters. Yeah, I quite appreciate her encouragement. She's just such a nice, pleasant, wonderful teacher, you know? With her cheering us on, I know we can do it. I still love this part of the opening. He tries on so many outfits, and he just doesn't look at her. He does not care. And there's our new girl. Imani, I think her name was? Yeah, Imania. Jumping up. And then our nice teacher. And boy, is she a nice teacher. I feel educated just looking at her. Bum 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 bum. And just smash all the other members with a bat. Our first joint task. Kyodo Tsagyo? I think that's how you read it. I know, right? How does that not get you fired up? Can't let her down. Are we not quite on the same page? Are you not gonna work hard? Like, you know, I'm sure you'll do well if you try. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. And I do understand that, but I would still prefer you to participate. Oh, we're trying to provoke him. Yeah, you're not proud of your waifus? Ah, it didn't work. Well, that backfired a bit. I want to see Uchimaki's hard work waifu art products. What's up? Who are you? Have we ever met you? Are you an artist? He looks kind of like a bad guy. Is this guy gonna provoke him? Yeah, he's provoking him. Joke of a drawing. You watch your mouth. Can we smack this guy? Ow. I will stab you. Just give me a pencil, I will stab you. Study guides. Yeah, don't be impressed by this jerk. Yeah. Well said, actually. I couldn't have put it better myself. Thinking that studying is how you build a practical skill. Somebody please, just one strike. That's all I need. Anybody. He just has a punchable face, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, now he's scared. Let me at him, let me at him. Yeah, who even are you, random nobody character? Yeah, even though he's insulting him, she's the one that gets the most angry, because of course she does. Yeah, we don't care who he is. He was just a jerk. Yes, how did you not notice that until now? That's not why she's angry. Exactly. We gotta wreck this fool. Knock him down a peg. Yeah, it's gotta bother you at least a little bit. Remind me to never piss her off. What do you get? Okay. Looks like we're in it. Okay, that's yeah. It had to have. Yes, Ashtakara, was there a problem with that? Well. What do we... What? What is happening in there? Oh, is she practicing saying it? She's doing her best. How can one teacher be so freaking cute? It's just not fair. And wonderful shirt you got there. She'll make an excellent wife. I had a feeling that was gonna be brought up. and now we imagine it. Wow, she actually looks great in that. And then the last part. Watashi? Okay. Yeah, might want to calm down a bit. Getting a little bit ahead of yourself there. Okay. That did some good work. Why not? That's not what she meant. Yeah, it makes sense to me. References. Even has a bunny on her bag. Oh wow, that's a nice dress. Is she gonna wear it? Please wear it. I actually kind of want a tuning girl to wear it. Oh right, yeah, her. I vaguely remember her. Yeah, you gotta wear it. I mean, what would be the point otherwise? You put it, you wear it. It's not complicated. I'm sure she'll look fine in it. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing her in it. And yeah, I think she looks fine. The fact that she's embarrassed to wear it makes it even better. Well, it is kind of like cosplaying almost. It definitely is. He's staring. Well, I mean, he's essentially using you as a model, so it makes sense. Is he? I was about to say. I realized, like, right before he mentioned it, yeah, that she's probably just showing them right now. Because you've had that happen before, him seeing her Pantsu, right? So it clicked in my head right before he brought it up. Very, very important reasons. Don't worry about it. You know, if I was Uzumaki, I would start to think that she was showing me her Pantsu on purpose at this point. Get that mold. It can't be that difficult. Yeah, we got the outlines of the dress. Making pretty good progress. You're gonna kill me, Sensei. It is nice seeing them kind of working together on a project like this. Looking good there, Sensei. And hey, she still exists. She is dedicated, wow. Even in her sleep. I wonder if the episode will end with her saying it properly to the students. And do we get to see it? Uchiha Uchimaki Subaru. Well, her head's kind of in the way, but wow, it looks really good. Wait, did he? I actually wasn't paying attention to that part. But yeah, I knew we could do it. He's gonna add her name to it. Yeah, Mizuki. That's, yeah, there's... Yeah, well, we got really united because of a certain antagonist that we kind of forgot about, I think. Yeah, we completely forgot about him. Oh, here, yeah, we get to see it properly. Wow, yeah, it actually looks really good. Even the, where the dress creases between the legs. It's really, just really nice. Did horribly. You suck. Get wrecked. This guy was all talk, as expected. So yeah. Mastery and money. Okay, there's 3 kanji. I guess that's how her name's written. Names are really hard in Japanese. What do you want to be in the future? Yeah, Shodai, Naritai. It's a good question. I mean, what do you aspire for? What's your dream? Bit of a chill scene we got here. One person sleeping, the other thinking. Oh? Hero of Justice. I mean, you could try. Sono tamani dono yon dodioku, I think was the next word. Went by too quickly. I mean, I think it's a fine answer. That makes way too much sense. I mean, sleeping is his biggest characteristic, so... Is that her Hero of Justice mask? I mean, she wants to be Buchimaki's wife. I mean, we know that much. Endearing Kohai. That is pretty endearing. She blushes so much in this show. Yes. There you go. You can't make her say it and then laugh at her. I know, right? That's less silly than your answer. Man, that turned around, didn't it? What? Is that an insult? I can't feel too bad for Colette because she was laughing at Usami like right before that. One-way street, that almost sounds... Never mind. I believe you could be a hero of justice if you put your mind to it. Is that... yeah, Imani. Have these two even met each other? I actually don't remember. They might not have. Is she being Chuni on the roof? These two might actually get along pretty well. They're both kind of silly. You can hear the sports clubs in the distance. Is she deep in concentration? No, you know, do you not see me? Yeah, here we go. This is the most Chuny thing she's done so far. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a mental injury. Fafnir. What an amazing conversation we have here. I wouldn't have noticed that. You didn't know. I see. Oh, there we go, Master. Oh, this you said Shisho. Didn't the title say Master in katakana? Not that it makes that much of a difference. Yeah, nobody in my club are heroes of justice. You too can be a hero. That makes sense. Heroes. Add it to our party. I'm used to playing Aerogas, so I would only add waifu characters to my party. Okay. Sounds like a deal. So we're gonna continue the ritual. I mean, I think she said it was enough for one day, but... I can't even do that pose. I knew they would get along well, and I was right. What a nice, yet very silly scene. That was a very special scene. Because it was hilarious, but also, you know, encouraging and everything. Excellent job. The Chuni has spread. Yeah, Yamani. That's a word for it. $190 hero. You know, last episode, I kept calling him already a Chuni, but I was kind of thinking to myself that maybe that was kind of not super accurate. You know, maybe she's just a passionate light novel, manga, you know, whatever fan. Like, that doesn't necessarily make them a Chuni. But this episode, any doubts I had are gone. She went 120% Chuni this episode. Like, last episode, it felt like she had maybe a little bit of Chuni leanings, like leaned a little bit in the Chuni direction. This episode, she had such blatant Chuni that Colette caught some of it. Yeah, that first shot we got of Colette with the bandages around her, looking all happy. She now has a new master, Shisho. That was a great scene. That whole segment, all of it was great. Loved it. I almost just want to rewatch that whole scene. Because it was the best scene of the episode. Why were we pointing at the bathroom? I'm curious about the context on that one. Secret treasure hunt. Okay. Interesting that treasure hunt isn't written in hiragana, but okay. Okay. That was a 7th episode of Kono Bijutsubu ni wa Mondai ga aru. And this episode, the first segment was our competition thing, right? The first segment? Yeah, because, you know, our club, our competitions, you know, kind of goes hand in hand. You know, a lot of clubs have some kind of competition tournament kind of thing that they do, you know, kind of shows off how good they are. You know, compared to other people, you know, sports clubs have their stuff that usually have entire anime dedicated to them, you know, like let's go to nationals, guys, you know, that sort of stuff, right? Not obviously a more of a culture club. Would you call the art club a culture club? I guess so. If you're putting those in two different categories, sports and culture clubs, then yeah, it would be a culture club. Those don't really have this exact same kind of thing, but they do have, you know, their own similar kind of stuff to a degree. And yeah, we have art exhibition, competition kind of stuff here. So we had our club advisor trying to encourage us. She obviously isn't too familiar with art and stuff, I don't think. I mean, she drew something on Uchimaki's painting before. That makes it pretty clear that she doesn't understand a whole lot, but she has the right spirit, the right attitude. You know, she wants to be supportive and helpful, be a good club advisor. And even though she was flubbing her words, like she didn't quite get it out right, the feelings got across. You know, they were transmitted, conveyed, and, you know, yeah, Usami in particular definitely seemed pumped up by it. Uchimaki, not so much. Like, he entered the previous tournament because Usami's painting got ruined because of the, you know, blood, the red paint and everything like that. So that's why he submitted one. But now that that's not an issue, that's not the circumstance, he doesn't want to do it this time. Usami's trying to get him to do it, but didn't work. Even when she tried to provoke him, it still didn't work. What did work was some random, no-name, condescending, Dunning-Kruger, you know, theory over practice jerk provoking him, you know, which really pissed off Usami a lot more than it did him. But it did bother him a little bit, and he didn't actually say so, but I think Usami being upset probably also bothered him a little bit. Like, that might have been some indirect bothering, if that makes sense at all. But yeah, in the end, we decided to work together and make a wonderful piece of art. And we did. You know, Usami helps by, like, wearing the dress and stuff like that, and showing off the pantsuit. I don't think that actually helped with the artwork, but it certainly didn't hurt. Certainly didn't hurt. And we finally we did eventually get to see the final work, and it looked great. I mean, we had Usami's head kind of blocking part of it when we first saw it, but eventually we got a full view of it, and I really liked it. You know, you can definitely tell a lot of effort was put into it, and I believe they said it actually won, so that's great. Of course, what's also great is the fact that the one jerk, the antagonist, didn't even get displayed. Like, he was being so condescending before, you know, all this trash talk, and, you know, and he's just like, his stuff is garbage, right? So yeah, that guy was just a joke entirely, so I'm glad he got wrecked in the end. And then we had our second part, right? We have Colette kind of struggling with one of those classic, you know, career surveys. That's one of those things I see in anime a lot. And as Usami said, you know, the wife option, you know, people put that pretty often, you know, or suggest it as an option a lot of time in anime. So I assume that's technically a valid option, but you know, and of course Usami would say that because, like, in the previous half of the episode, she fantasized about being a wife to Uchimaki, right? So that's of course to be expected. But what Colette wanted was to be a hero of justice, you know, Seigi no hero. And, you know, Usami was a little bit not super supportive of that, probably because it's not really that viable of a career path. Like, you know, in modern day, it's just, you know, it doesn't really pay the bills very well, right? It's probably not the kind of thing you would usually encourage, but Colette wanted to do it, and being shut down, it kind of hurt her feelings. So she ran off pretty sad. Of course, this was after she was laughing at Usami, so I couldn't feel too bad for her. I definitely, like, limited that, for sure. But this actually led her to meeting up with Imani on the roof. And that's what led us to, like, the best scene of the episode, right? Because there was such like a duality to the scene, right? On the one hand, there was a lot of comedy to it because more so than any other scene, we really got to see Imani emanating that chuni, like just ticking all the chuni boxes, like the bandaged up arm, you know, power sealing, rituals, just like all of that stuff, right? She's pretty straightforward chuni up there, and Colette's like, generally in anime, there's two different ways somebody reacts to a chuni kind of character like this. either one is they cringe, they're just like, okay, buddy, could you stop? Like, everything you're saying is nonsense. Please, could you act normal for me? That'd be great. Thanks. Just please be a normal person. That's one way people react, and the other way is the more innocent, accepting way, which is what Colette leaned to here. Like, oh my god, really? You're doing fancy rituals and sky altering stuff, and they really get into it, and like, wow, that's really cool. Like, those are like the two kind of reactions to it. And Colette's, I prefer her reaction of the two, personally. And we had that silly stuff of, her doing all the Chuny stuff and very much influencing Colette, but we also had more of a actual, more serious, helpful scene where she actually does give some helpful advice to her, even though it's very much still in the Chuny vein. Like, we didn't stop that or anything, but she kind of used that as a bit of a catalyst to get Colette to just go and make up with her friends, right? And she did. And, we didn't actually see that making up scene. We didn't see the Nakanaori, but we did see her the next day looking pretty happy, all the bandages around her. And she has a new master now, so... yeah, I love that scene. There was so much love about it. Even the music and everything. It was just probably, it might have been one of my favorite scenes of the whole show so far. It was that good. I would love to see more interactions between them in the future. I don't quite get what a one-way street is in the context of it being, of a person being called it. Like, what does that even mean? Like, I don't know what that means. Like, is that supposed to be an insult? Like, if you know what that's supposed to mean, feel free to explain it to me. I didn't quite get it. But, I guess it's not that, I guess it doesn't matter that much, but I just thought it was a bit of an odd insult. But we all made up, so it's all good. So, yeah, that was the episode. I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed this show. And I'm sure Colette can be a hero of justice if she wants to be. So, we'll see how things go in the next episode. So until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.